All right, what's going on, guys? Today, we're gonna be talking about conjugate programming. This is kind of the culmination of this training structure series. So we've talked about linear programming, we've talked about daily undulating periodization. The next big topic that I want to discuss would be conjugate programming. Now, what does that mean? Well, a conjugate program is any program that combines more than one kind of training variable. So, in the program outlined above, this is going to combine a couple things. First of all, it's going to combine heavy strength training with lighter hypertrophy training, something we've talked about in previous workout Wednesdays. Also going to combine that idea of daily undulating periodization with that linear programming style that we've kind of trained with before. So let me explain, we'll get right into it. The combination of multiple training principles, conjugate style training. Obviously, any kind of advanced lifter is going to want to be on a conjugate style program, simply because changing any one variable is not going to really affect you anymore. You're going to need to be hitting the body with multiple changes and varying levels of intensity and varying variables. Your body just is going to be used to the normal changes it's seen for the first couple of years of lifting, and if you want to continue to be breaking through plateaus, you need to switch things up. So this is what a conjugate system looks like. You're going to be training, and now this can differ, this is just my program. On this one, you're going to be training 6 days a week. You can take the rest day on Thursday, or you can take it on Sunday, whichever one you like. Here we have it on Sunday, just so you can see 6 days right in a row. It looks something like this. The first 3 days of the week are going to be heavy. They're going to be pull, push, legs. Now I hear a lot of people saying push, pull, legs. Because I like to focus on the big three, and then again focus on variables related to them later on in the week, I want to split up pulling and leg days so that we can deadlift heavy and squat heavy and not have them be right next to each other. That way we can get the frequency in of hitting them 2 times a week each without having them be smushed right together. The way this works out is these first 3 days I'm focusing on one of the big 3 lifts. Obviously you have a pull day with a deadlift, a push day with bench press, and a squat day or a leg day for squats. 5x5 is what I have in here, but you can have any kind of variation of that you'd like, as long as you're in the lower rep range and you're working on progressively overloading, either adding reps or adding weight every single week. That's the main focus of this lift. You'll notice I don't mention any other lifts. Afterwards, I just have 3x8 and then 3x10s, meaning fill that in with different kinds of pulling exercises, whether that's pulling for your back or curling for your biceps. Either way, you're going to want to add in maybe 2 more back exercises and 2 more bicep exercises after that 5x5. For bench press, the same idea. 5x5, then add in maybe a couple more exercises for the chest and some shoulder and tricep work as well. Leg day, a little bit simpler. You're going to want to, however you squat and wherever you feel your weakness is, you're going to want to give preference to either your hamstrings or your quads after you've squatted your 5x5. If you feel like your hamstrings are weak, add in stiff-legged deadlifts or hamstring curls. If you feel like your quads are weak, add in leg press loaded up on the front, or add in walking lunges with the heel in close to you. Now, once you get through those heavy days, you're not done. We're going to hit very similarly light days with not necessarily accessory work, but movements that are related to your big 3 lifts or variations of them, or we're going to hit them lighter. Still looking to progressively overload them, but at much higher reps based more on a strength and hypertrophy focus than a power and strength focus. So you've got a pull day with barbell rows. Notice we're coming off of a leg day, so I don't want to do a heavy deadlifting movement. So instead we're focusing on building more of the upper back and building some density and thickness in there. It is used in the deadlift, but we don't want to use the legs necessarily since they're probably going to be sore after heavy squatting. However, 3x10, we're still going heavy and trying to progressively overload this, so it's the focus of this workout. And then after that, again, looking at all 3x12, focusing on tempo, form, blood flow, and really mastering the movements and the mind-muscle connections. And again, you're filling those in with exercises related to pulling, whether that's for your back or for your biceps. You're going to include 2 for the back and probably 2 for the biceps after that main rowing motion. And the same goes for the rest of these days. You're going to have an incline bench press day. Again, working on a bit more of the upper pec than just the bench press itself. Again, this program, it's not specifically to grow the big 3 like a daily undulating periodization program. This is designed not specifically for bodybuilding or for strength gains. It's designed for a little bit of both. That's why it's a conjugate system, and it's great for someone looking for both of those. For incline bench press, we're not working necessarily on the power in the bench press itself, but rather we're working on the power in a certain aspect of the chest. That's going to bring out size in the upper chest, as well as transfer over into more drive in your regular bench press. Again, after that, you've got 3x12s continued, which you're going to fill in with some chest work, some shoulder work, and some tricep work. And then lastly, your leg day. It's tiring, but you want to get that 6th day in. I know it's a Saturday, you probably don't want to do it. Maybe go early and bang it out, maybe go late night session if you got nothing going on, but you have to get it in. Front squats. So ideally, normally, your back squat's going to be heavier on your posterior chain, meaning that your hamstrings, your glutes are probably going to overpower your quads. Adding in front squats later in the week is going to allow you to really load up the quads and overload them. Now again, 3 to 10, 3 sets of 10 is going to be what we're aiming for. Overloading them. Every week try to add a little bit more weight. We're not going to go up in reps from 10. After that, you're filling it in with another 2 exercises that are going to be some kind of pressing movement for the quads and maybe 1 or 2 exercises for the hamstrings. That's what a week of a conjugate program is going to look like. There are a million different ways you can split this up. There are a million different splits you can add to this week. But the idea is, once you've really outgrown a linear program, then you've done some daily undulating periodization work to get stronger. You can then combine these two into a program that uses them both so you can get stronger and focus on building an aesthetic physique at the same time and optimize both of those. So you're not giving preference to one or the other, you're simply doing them both at the same time, getting the most amount of results as you possibly can, and changing things up in a way that the body, once again, isn't used to. And that's the whole idea behind it. Guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, please. Comment down below what you want to see more of. Subscribe for videos every single day. And as always, guys, see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.